YouTubers, Pastorbobncc. Hey, we're doing kind of some weird videos this weekend. We just did UFOs and I did man-made disasters, these turkeys behind the scene that are trying to kill us. And so I wanted to throw in one good one in here. And that is the desires of your heart. And this is what it says in Psalms 37, 1-5. It says, "Fret not thyself because of evildoers." Don't worry about them. "Neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. For they shall soon be cut down like the grass, and wither like the green herb. Trust in the Lord and do good, and thou shalt dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give you the desires of your heart. Commit thy way unto the Lord, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass." What God is telling us right here, in no uncertain terms, is we're not to worry about things. We're not to worry about what people are doing, trying to destroy us. We're not to worry about Satan and his horde and what they're up to, all these evil shadow governments. We're not to worry about any about that. What we're supposed to do is put God first. Trust him to take care of us. And if we commit our lives to him, he will give us the desires of our heart. He will take care of us. Verse 1 says, "Do not look at anything on the surface, because nothing is as it seems." People, nothing is as it seems. God is in control. Verse 2 tells us that evildoers, these evil people, they have no future whatsoever. They have no future. The Illuminati, all these shadow governments, all these evil beings, they're on borrowed time. They're on borrowed time. They have no future. Verse 3 tells us that if we trust in the Lord, he will absolutely meet your needs. People, I'm 66 years old. I've never wanted for anything. I deserve absolutely nothing, and God has taken care of me every day of my life, and he will right up till the day I die. I believe that. Verse 4 tells us to, this is the key, verse 4 tells us to delight in the Lord. That word delight means to get your extreme happiness, your satisfaction from God. God is what satisfies us. It's where we get our enjoyment, our joy, and our delight. We get it from God, not from this world. He is our source of pleasure. So listen, if you get your satisfaction from the Lord, if he's your everything, then he will give you the desires of your heart. In other words, you see what it says here? You don't serve God so he will give you things, but because you serve God, then he will give you things, the desires of your heart. People, you know what? When my little grandkids want something, like an ice cream or anything, I get a lot of satisfaction out of giving it to them. I love to see their little faces light up when I give them an ice cream sandwich. People, God's the same way. God's face lights up when he gives us something good, especially when we don't deserve it. I mean, think about that. Verse 5 says this. It says, "Commit thy way unto the Lord." Commit means to carry out, means to do it, to perform it. You commit your way unto the Lord, and God will bless you immensely. That's how it works. It says he will bring it to pass. Bring what to pass? This is what it says in Psalms 37:6. And people, this is the greatest desire of the Christian's heart, whether you know it or not. It's not to get a new car. It's not to get a new house. None of that. This is the absolute desire of every Christian's heart. And once I say it, you're going to say, yeah, that's true. Psalms 37:6 says this is what God's going to do. "And he shall bring forth thy righteousness." as a light, and thy judgment at noonday. God is going to mold you into the creature that he created you to be. The very creature that God created you to be, he's molding you into that creature. You guys remember in the book of Revelation about the white stone? You remember one day when we get out of this life and we arrive at the gates of heaven, God's going to walk up to you and he's going to hand you a white stone. And on that stone is your name. The name that only you are the only one, you and God, that understands the name on that stone. You can show it to people, they can understand the name, but they don't know what it means. Only you do, because it's you, it's your very essence. You're going to look at that name and you're going to go, no wonder I'm like I am. No wonder I do that. No wonder I'm like that. So listen, God is bringing forth your righteousness. He is molding you into this creature that he created you to be. And the name on that white stone, that's you. And that's where God is taking you. This is what it says in Revelation 2:17. He that has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches. To him that overcomes, I will give the hidden manna, and I will give him a white stone, and on that stone a new name written, which no man knows except him who receives it. People, listen. Commit your way unto the Lord. Commit your way unto the Lord. Live for him. If you do that, he will give you the desires of your heart. And he will bring forth your righteousness. He will mold you into the creature that he created you to be. People, listen. That creature that God's molding you into, when you finally realize that and you start to get this, that's what will completely satisfy you. You will never look at anyone else with envy wanting to be like that person, because you will realize that you are unique. You're unique. There's no one else like you. And God loves you more than you can ever imagine. The name on that stone is who you are. And once you see that name and you realize what God has done in creating you, how he's brought forth your righteousness so you can exist throughout eternity, people, let me tell you something. When you finally grasp that, you will have no problem living for God. When you finally get this, you will have no problem living for God. Anyway, I just wanted to give you something to think about. We're going to hit on this again because I know we just barely touched on it. Heaven or hell, you choose. Just remember, once you take your last breath, it's a done deal.